always end up finding myself here, don't I? My cradle and my cage. The Celestial Library. It was the name I had given the sprawling room, painted over with stars. Space was distorted in several rooms in a golden dream, but it was only here that it felt like the heavens itself were spreading out before you. What should I read today? There's a lot of books. Holy moly. It's all books. Before I continue, she says she's in this world, in this dream world, and there's Tabby by her side, and she talks about God and stuff. So maybe this is a kind of in a purgatory, in a dream. I don't know that she's in a dream, kind of. Maybe it's really just a dream, or it's kind of that she's in a coma or something. Because it would be like in a dreaming world, and when she said with the swing hitting her, kind of, I don't know what maybe this is, but it's just my first expression of this, how she talks about this world and how this feels. Maybe it's just a dream, or it's really here purgatory, and that would be pretty sad. I hope for, we will see. Books that couldn't be found in the waking world. Books that spoke of the universe beyond Succo Twain's closed dream. Succo Twain. Is it the place, or is it her place? There was nothing in this garden of knowledge I had left unread. But it wasn't like I had anything else to do. Picking out a book at random, I settled down in a comfy alcove on the second floor. Go ahead and read too, Tabby. I shut my eyes for a bit as I addressed Tabby. When I reopened them, an open book can be seen lying on the floor. An open book can be seen lying on the floor by my side. Now, what do we have here? None of the books in the Celestial Library had an author or title, but all it looks was a quick glance at the first sentence for me to discern the book's contents. It's been a long time since I've read this one, or perhaps it hasn't been that long at all. A world of only one. It was a story about such a world, as if reflecting the heart of the soul reader. It was the theme that many of the books in this library shared. Now then, take me away once more. Let me slip and fall between the pages, the lines. If only for a moment, I shall dream. Oh. Once upon a time, there was a world that had lost all but one to time. A lone girl who did not know the warmth of others, yet longed for it still. One day she beheld her reflection in the water and had a thought. If the person on the other side were to come over here, I would not longer be alone. It was a simply and childish wish. Yet the girl poured her everything into that wish. Seconds, minutes, hours, days, months, years, decades, centuries, millennium. The girl created many selves as time tick-tocked away. One made of wood, one made of clay, one made of porcelain, and one made of plastic. She crafted these selves without end. dolls that were her very splitting image had even moved as she might. Yet it was not enough for the girl. For while the dolls could move, it was only when she manipulated them to do it so. A self that had their own thoughts and moved of their own will, the girl labored without end to bring such a self into the world, until at last she was finally able to fulfill her wish. A beautiful doll created in the girl's own image and dressed in trim of 7 colors. Upon seeing its eyes open for the first time, the girl voiced the first greeting in her life. "Hello, dear dreamer." However, the doll could only stare in silence, for it did not know of words. So the girl smiled deeply and widely from the bottom of her heart. For even if the doll did not know of words, it should know of smiles. This was what the girl thought, or rather wished for. You must have so many questions. So let me show you. You note and know my all fulfilled. Taking doll's hand in hers, the girls turned to the water's surface, where 2 reflections rippled like the churning of the tale's page, the rustling of an appended bookmark. Myself, monochrome of 7 colors. I am you. You are me. The puppet, the puppeteer. No more. I am you, and you are me. Words spoken with a smile, their carried meaning doll could not grasp. Yet somehow the doll felt it understood. This beautiful world that I always longed to share with someone. Won't you come and play with me? The world had not changed by the doll entering it. Yet to the girl it feels like the world she had known for time immortal had been reborn. It was a life the girl had only been able to dream of. She showed the doll many things, teaching it and blessing it with old experiences made new. Laughing, playing, they collect process treasure together. Memories, dreams, the 2 held them in their hands. Warm little stones plucked from the sky and placed in a bucket of water and sand. The one day, as they gazed over the sprawling fields of a world that belongs only to them, the girl asked the doll a question. Is it fun? A simple, straightforward question, and the doll should have been able to answer. Yet in the end, it could only cock its head. What is fun? I understand, but at the same time, I do not. That answer is good enough for me. Is it? Yes. The reason you are not sure what fun is because it's all you know. Having never felt its absence, you are unable to fully grasp its presence. Winter's spite gives from a summer's light. The cold of nights makes the sun bold and bright. Oh, I think I get it. The girl's words made the doll wonder about something. Will you show me unfun things as well? Of course, It's important to experience all the colors of life. Even sadness is necessary, sweet pain, because let you know what happiness is. It's not enough to just be happy. Even if one knows the utmost of happiness, it is but a hollow construct in a vacuum, if not complemented of contrasts by the other colors of life. Hollow? A coin with only one side is meaningless. Coins only have definition and value because they have two sides that can be judged, relative to each other. You can flip the coin and call it heads or tails. There's only one side, can you? You can't. The girl giggled when the doll nodded in understanding. Fool she was playing. Like this, she was very wise. There was never a moment when the doll was not learning something from her. Listen well, dear dreamer. A monochrome happiness has no allure, pleasant tints, plainful shades, and tones that melt the two together. They're all treasures. As if it is for the reason that you are done in 7 colors. Even things that are painful and sad should be wished for. It was what this girl said. But if so, if all the colors must be, is there something that must not be? If a canvas graced by all the colors of life is what is short, is it blank canvas? Was it not? As if reading the doll's thoughts, the girl shook her head. A canvas that is blank can simply be painted over. No, what must not be allowed. It's a canvas that is never shared. Something changed about the girl at that moment. Yes, no matter how many canvases teeming with color you paint, if they are not shared, they are never truly complete. A voice that had always been full of brightness and warmth was now dyed. It was now dyed a cold and distant shade. Did you know, dreamer? No matter how much I wish to, I can't create this story, because the story is a world, and the minimum amount of people required to create a world is 2. A writer can pen enough books to circle the horizon, but without a reader, a story can never be born of it. Without a reader, a book is nothing but a one-sided coin. No matter how much the author wishes for it, no matter how much they pour their soul into it, a story cannot be realized alone. Bitterness, frustration, sorrow, and despair. It was an expression the girl had never shown the doll before. The image of a stranger and someone familiar overlapped, making the doll afraid to reach out. But more than anything, it did not want to see the girl make such a face. So it spoke up, giving voice to its deepest desire. If it takes 2 people to create a world, then let me be that second person. Let me be your other half. The doll wanted to see the girl smile again, because without it, it was lost. Please, I don't know what I can do, but I want to help you. Won't you let me? But the doll's heartfelt plea, no, was made only of rejection. Words that carried the doll's earnest wish, they fell to the ground, unvoiced, unrealized. You can't create. You can't create the world with me. Why? Why can't I? Because you do not possess a will of your own. What do you mean? I am not here? Am I not speaking with you at this very moment? That too is just a lie. The words you speak are not your own. They are but the product of a script. The girl's eyes were alien, foreign. They were the eyes of a stranger. The doll did not know. The doll did not understand. The girl who would gaze upon it with warm eyes, caress it with tender hands, know only coldness dwelt within her eyes, a gulf that could not be transversed, having opened up between the two. The doll could not bear it. It wanted the girl it held dear to come back. So it asked for the girl.